quick video. I have, let's see if I can show you here. I have yeast, the active yeast, sugar, probably a tablespoon or two of yeast, tablespoon or two or three of sugar, probably a quarter cup of oil. I just used regular plain Jane crap. Yeah, Kroger vegetable oil. Anybody else clumsy like that? Yeah. And then I'm going to add flour, self-rising flour. I'm going to mix it, put as much as I can in it to get it to create a soft dough. And then I'm going to cover it and let it rise. And once it rises, I'll come back and do another video. That's about 2 cups so far. Each one is a half cup. Sorry about it going dark. And I am going to show you the rest of my process on what I'm going to be doing as far as, you see, it's getting very thick. So if you have a food processor, you could probably use that. But I just like to use my hands. I like to make sure it's all mixed in. This is going to be like a pizza dough. I'm going to let it rise. Mix all the flour in. Gonna let it come. Oh, and I probably added, I don't know, a half cup to a cup of hot water. I just used water out of my tap. Nothing special. And yes, I know a lot of people say you shouldn't do it if you live in the city because you have chlorine in it and it could kill the yeast, the good bacteria. I've never had that problem, but yeah, maybe some people do, and if you do, lessons learned. It is getting there. I'm going to add a hair more water. Probably added a little bit too much flour. So maybe a cup and a half to a cup and 3/4 flour. Mix it up real well. Gonna let it see. Right now sounds messy. Feels a little messy, but it's not actually. It's just because of the water I just put in it. It's how much we have. Yeah, it's just me and my husband. So I'm going to be taking this and put it in here. And then I am going to pour a little oil over it and place either some tin foil or some other kind of glass lid or something, whatever I have, and let it rise till it's at least double. Once I do that, I will show y'all what I'm going to do. Basically, I'm going to make some calzones or a mini pizza. Homemade pizza. Quick and easy. This has been 4 minutes. And that's me washing my hands and being clumsy. It'll take about an hour, maybe. So you can do this, throw this in the morning. And if you want to do it for the evening before you go to work, throw it in there. Come back home, it's already risen. You're going to flatten it out. You're going to add your ingredients and cook it. If you're going to make calzones, it's just a little bit more work, not a whole lot. You're going to put a little flour down. You're going to flatten it out. And you're going to make it into the shapes for the calzones. You're going to make it into a square and then do a diagonal. You're going to put in your ingredients, fold it over, and you're going to bake it just like you would a pizza. I will be back here in just a little while once this rises and show y'all how long it takes me to do the rest of it, and then I'll show you the results of it once it cooks. It should cook probably at 350 for about 20 minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm gonna do calzones, unless the hubby decides he wants pizza. And we're gonna do ham and cheese calzones with a little tomato sauce. So I will talk to y'all soon. And I just wanted to show you a real quick note. I have a lid that I put on it, glass lid. I'm going to leave it sitting here in the kitchen on top of my stove. This seals it from anything landing on it, but it does have a hole to allow it to breathe. That's why I was going to use tin foil. Just put it over it. And then I'll be back soon. I just wanted to show you all that real quick. Alright, y'all, so it has actually been probably about 5 or 6 hours since I've been back. My dough has doubled about 2 or 3 times. It's up to about here now, and it has filled all the way out. I put some flour here. I cut my oven on 350. And now I am going to roll this out, and then I'm going to cut it, and my light keeps cutting in and out. Try to get it big enough to make 2 large calzones, and we're just going to have sauce and cheese on these. And as you can tell, I'm nowhere near perfect. It's just turn them over a little bit so I can get it to spread out a little bit more. Pull it out. Try to thin it out some. So I want it to be thick, but I don't want it to be so thick that we can't eat it really well. Yeah, this video is going to be done vertically. Sorry about that for those that it bothers you for it to be like this. It's just right now, this is how I was doing it, because I also was thinking about posting it on Instagram, and it's a little bit easier to post it when it's vertical on Instagram. We'll see. So, as you can see, I've made it into not a square, but more of a rectangle. And I'm going to start in my upper corner, and I'm just going to go diagonal. Hold on a minute, and I'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I have it cut diagonally in half. I'm using some 6 cheese pasta sauce. You can see it just from Kroger's. I'm going to spread a little bit on the whole thing, but I'm going to not make it too thick. Because if it's too thick, then it won't cook right, and it'll be too like soupy when you take it out. It won't have that, you know, that bite that you're looking for. When you have a calzone, you like having the cheese and the extra ingredients. And I don't know why my light keeps cutting out like that. I apologize. Not my actual light. I don't have a light. I'm just talking about why my phone is being a pain today, as far as when I move in certain directions, it decides to go dark. I don't know. Alright, so I've got sauce put on them. Let me move that. You can see sauces. Set this over here and get that. And then I have Kroger Low Moisture Heart Spring Mozzarella. Nothing fancy, as cheap as I can go. And as you can see, I've got a handful of it, and I'm going to sprinkle it on and get a little bit more. I would say, if you like them, do as much as you like or as little. These are something that you can completely make to your liking. You can add all kinds of meats to them, all kinds of different cheeses to them. As long as you remember that when you go to fold it and to seal it, that you're going to have to be able to do that. Now I'm going to see if I can do this without it all. I'm going to push the cheese down a little bit so it doesn't come flying back off. As you can see, I was just pushing it down a little, and I'm going to bring this corner up and over. Now I'm just going to seal the corners. Let's see if I can bring it a little bit closer. You can see. I seal the corners here. Make the edges here wet to make them seal better. I may go around it with a fork. I think that's what I'm going to do. Give me a minute. Moving it all around everywhere, huh? Let's see. And we live off plastic forks. So we're going to just, yeah, that's better to seal it. I'm going to seal it all the way around on all the edges here. And normally a lot of places you'll have a full calzone. You would have used this for one large or extra large calzone. This here is finished. I may take an egg, have an egg wash, go over it. I'll show y'all here in a minute after I get done with this one. Second one, push the cheese down some. Let's see if it helps to dampen down these edges just a little bit. Putting a little, just dripping a little water around the edges. Pushing the cheese down so it'll stay while I flip it over and down. And then seal the edges. Here has a little extra sauce action going on. Got some little loose sauce. But that's what's good. It's just something easy, quick. Yes, I have a little bit of a mess, but that could also be something that's fun to do with kids. And the kids don't care about getting messy. I don't, because I've been in the garden today planting, and I'm lucky if I'm going to have enough room to put some peppers. Now you see the size is a little bit bigger. And I'm going to turn you around. Maybe. Or not. And there. It wouldn't turn around. It's just taking pictures. So there you have it. I'm going to take an egg. I'm going to mix it up. Brush it over the top of it with egg with some water mixed in. I'm going to water it down some. And as you can see, it's at 350. And I will bake it for about 20 minutes, give or take. I'll take a picture of them when we're done. And you'll see. Yummy, quick, easy. Cheesy calzones can be made into any kind of calzones. Alright, so the last little bit here. They are done. Look at that. They look amazing. I'm not planning on burning myself anytime soon. I did make a mistake. I did not put anything on my pan to make sure. It's supposed to be non-stick, and I'm sorry if my camera is moving around a little bit. It's very hot still. Look at that. Oh, so yummy. Oh, so yummy. And very hot. Very, very hot. I cut this piece off just a minute ago. It's just a small piece off the end. I am dying of heat stroke. I have to have my air conditioner off while I'm cooking, while I have the oven on. It's this house. The electrical issues are terrifying some days. So, look. Oh my God, it's so good. I really would like to see if I can do cheese first and then the tomato sauce. Or spaghetti sauce, whatever sauce you use. Maybe try putting even more cheese. Or maybe some of that, try some real mozzarella sometime. So good. Quick, easy. I've been doing other things today, and this has been doing its thing. Took a few minutes when I first made the dough. It did its thing. You seen it took me about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes to roll it out, cut it, fill it. It took about 20 minutes to cook. And you can even make these and then flash freeze them like they are on the pan. Just let them get frozen and then stick them into a freezer bag. Preferably if you have a way of being able to suck all the air out of it. But if you're going to eat it later this evening, or you want to fix it for tomorrow, you can do that. You can freeze it and then stick them in the oven. But I would only cook them at about 325 then, or I would take it out and let them come to room temperature, thaw out some, and then cook them. You see, me versus a tree limb. We were trying to catch one of our geese that we just got the other day that got loose while we were putting the rest of them away in their pens. And I turned around with goose in my arm, and I got stabbed. It looks horrible. It looks like a whole lot worse than what it feels right now. It felt awful the other day. But there you go. Quick, easy meal. Hope you enjoyed it, and you never know. I'll bring something again soon. Thank you for watching, and for now, take care of you. Be careful in this heat. Stay hydrated, y'all. Bye for now.